So one of the reasons I am bringing this out to your attention is that I have severe questions in regard to Elon Musk's alleged plan to colonize a planet that has at least 5 other bases that are not from Earth.
Nothing in this show should be considered legal, medical, or financial advice. The views of the callers can differ considerably and do not necessarily reflect the opinions of myself, Dex, or anyone else with the show. You should always do your own research and consult with professionals. The internet is full of fake news, and please take everything with a grain of salt. If you guys want to support us in a different way, though, and you still don't have a VPN, you should have one. You can go to NordVPN, go to marfooglenews.com/VPN, and then use the code Marfoogle. Kishara, you're live on Marfoogle News.
Hi, thank you. I thought I would call in, and I've got a lot of stuff to bring. So let's get straight to that. You should have a email with pictures.
Okay, one sec. And you gave these to Dex, correct? Okay, yes.
I did.
Okay, we got it.
Yes, you've got them all.
All right, cool. One sec. All right, so what are we looking at here? What am I loading up?
Unfortunately, I cannot see what you're looking at, but the pictures that I sent, the first one is actually an eclipse, courtesy of Mr. MBB333. His watchers sent this in. This was last week, Palo Alto, California. So the question is, what is that? Okay, that's not the main thing I'm calling in about. So as you go down the pictures, you're going to find 2 pictures of one individual. This location is on Mars. Yes, that is non-human species. That was a security footage of a scout that came to check out the next set of pictures that I sent, which is one of the bases on Mars.
Wait a second. You're saying this guy, this picture was taken on Mars? The one with the guy holding like a weird canister gun type thing?
Yep. That is unaltered NASA plates. And you can find these also confirmed with Billy Carson and the Anomaly Hunters. But the best confirmation I can give you is one of the last pictures I attached, which are the coordinates to several facilities on Mars. None of them are strategically compromised.
So, when you say NASA plates, so is that the way to tell that they have not been altered? You can go there and see that guy holding the gun for himself, and then
Correct.
And then what? How do you get the coordinates? Where did the coordinates come from?
The coordinates, I can only say that they are from another asset.
And then what are these other pictures with the looks like solar panels? Are these supposedly on Mars?
Yes, they are. That particular base is base 1, situated in a crater on Mars.
And where?
So one of the reasons
where did these pictures come from, Kishara?
Like I said, these are actual NASA plates. These were obtained Freedom of Information Act. NASA has over 500,000 pictures of anomalous items that have been unaltered. So one of the reasons I am bringing this out to your attention is that I have severe questions in regard to Elon Musk's alleged plan to colonize a planet that has at least 5 other bases that are not from Earth. This colony is in full swing and has been for 30 years. This is not something we are going to go up magically terraform and go, guess what, new world. It does not work that way. You want to know where the elites are going? Boom. That's why. But, well, that's not why. That's where. The why is because between now and 2029, we are facing 3 extinction level events. This is what they won't tell you. My NDA is no longer active. So as long as I'm not compromising any military aspects, I can say this.
What would be the 3 events, Kishara?
Right now, well, let's start with the most obvious, being Apophis. You have something a third the size of the planet that is going to fly in under satellites in 2029. That's not going to do anything. We have comets that are coming in from this debris field, allegedly 30,000 years old. Okay, sitting out there, look at what it's doing to our jet streams. BP Earthwatch, the Black Star Report, Dutch, they're all seeing the interactions going on. Mr. MBB333, when his viewers sending videos with all these pretty colors in the sky, people, you're looking at radiation coming off an unstable star. That would be your extinction event potential. A star that is becoming a white dwarf star that is not native to our system is destabilizing. Solar minimum? Yeah, that's over. We have a star going, you know what, if I get bored, I'm going to blow. Okay? And then you add into that the brown dwarf star that's entering the system that NASA classifies as TRAPPIST-1. It's not a star, it's not a planet, it is a system. There are 7 planets, 1 brown dwarf star, and brown dwarfs are stronger than a yellow star or a white star. So these effects you're seeing on Jupiter, on Mars, which is developing a stronger atmosphere than it used to have. You're seeing the red dot shrink. You're seeing every planet affected. Venus's luminosity has increased because the entire system is changing. So you have the solar event 1, we have Apophis 2, and then, of course, we have facing crustal displacement with pole shift, domino effect, blah, blah, blah. You guys all know that. Okay, you guys, seriously, the people who listen here, they're smart. Okay, I've talked to quite a few other groups, and yes, Adam's right. You people are on top of it. So, with that said, I'm not putting this out here to say be afraid, be very afraid. This isn't the end of the world. This is a natural change in our cycles. We did it before. We dig a bunch of tunnels. The species isn't going to die. We are not going to die. I mean, yeah, I'm sorry, a lot of people are going to die. But there's no reason smart people can't survive.
Well, that's what do you think that that's why they made Asgardia? If you don't know what Asgardia is, I know you know, but elites are starting a government in space, and they're taking it serious. They're getting all the proper things to be a sovereign nation in space.
Yeah, that was a matter of time. We've been out there a long time. We're not discovering space. We're kind of on the edge of becoming a type 1 civilization. Not because of this civilian tech you're seeing down here. This is the stuff they're letting you see. The tech we have up there is, oh, Felicia, that's some, So.
Ooh, Felicia?
You know, yeah, I'm waiting. Yeah. I am waiting for these people to drop the bio beds, the replicators, the tech we have up there that we give to our ground forces from the fleet. So you want to know why they're militarizing, why they're running drills, why they're doing all this, why they're grabbing facilities for emergency planetary events? Because they expect it. And I'm not talking in years, I'm not talking in decades, I'm talking in months, possibly weeks. Cascadia is not going to be as low-key as you think it is.
I don't think it's going to be low-key. I think it's way worse than people say. That's why I've been talking about it for 2.5 years. They're you know what's weird? The government, the trucks that do the government containers, and we couldn't. The person didn't want us to show the company, but it's a major container company. They have a map on the side of all of their containers. They had all of their containers are getting pulled in, and they're redetailing them and taking Washington, Oregon, and California off. And it's redone. It's not like it's not like they're just removing those. They're redoing the whole thing exactly the same, only without that. And it shows the coastline and Nevada. Nevada's gone on this new map.
Mm-hmm.
Is that freaky or what?
That map is based on Edgar Casey's map. When he put that out and he developed the whole crustal displacement, this is what the certain agencies are working off of. That information and the information acquired from Gordon Michael Scallion. So yes, there's a reason that you have assets retiring to the Rockies. There's a reason you have assets retiring to the Appalachians. This is what we're told is safe.
Well, Kishara, I'm sure there's a lot of people at the edge of their seat. Again, can we talk outside of the show, possibly tomorrow?
Absolutely.
Well,
yes.
Kishara, thank you for calling in. We're out of time, but I do appreciate you calling in. And again, you actually gave me a couple things that I actually want to look up. I actually probably have more questions for you. The way that you think, I would love to hear some of your theories on some of it. But anyways, thank you so much, Kishara, and it was a pleasure talking to you, and thank you for sharing all these lovely pics. Definitely got to look up the coordinates and all this other stuff too. So thank you so much. Have a great night, okay?
Oh, thank you. You guys have a great night.
All right, you too. Bye-bye. In the meantime, if you want to protect yourself, there's no better way. As far as we have 19 days until the election, we have unlimited amount of craziness going on. One thing that you can do, though, is you can actually prevent one of these crazy things that could happen and protect yourself against an EMP. Again, an EMP shield is actually a device that can protect against all three phases of an EMP, E1, E2, and E3. This company is actually contracted by companies like DHS, DOD, and now the DEMSO team officially protecting the Texas grid. They are actually making these same devices and stuff that's top of the line classified stuff for the government. They are still, after all these contracts, still selling to consumers. And they let us know that they are back at full production. They realize that if people do get these, they want to get them quickly at this point. At one point, they had so many government contracts that just popped up on their lap. As you guys know, President signed these orders. It basically said we need to harden our entire grid, obviously because of a threat. So then they had to basically make new factories because of that contract. So in the meantime, there was a period where they were nice enough to tell us that, hey, you guys are used to one-day shipping. It's not going to be like that. I guess they are back to full production. They can do one-day shipping, all that kind of stuff. Again, you can sign up for one of these at marfooglenews.com/EMP. There's ones for your car, your motorcycle, your solar system, even your ham radio. You can get different devices that basically ground the signal before it fries your device. If you have a generator and all of your other stuff hooked up, even if the grid doesn't ever come back on, you can start up your generator, run your devices, run your stuff in your house, run your appliances, and your solar system can work in chorusing. So I hope a lot of you guys are prepped up and prayed up because it's only going to get crazier. marfooglenews.com/EMP. It also supports us. It supports Dex and I and the show as independent journalists and our small little channel here. So thank you.
Feed the haters to the alligators. Your way or the highway, see you later. B.O.D. is the homie and Mr. Vader. If it wasn't for you, I would never made it. Whole city's covered by the Queen made it. Now they listen to what we were saying. Doesn't matter if the manufacturer or created. But now, but later.